The smells, the noises, just at the next apartment. This is more like a lost media post. I was born in Kuwait, but my family is Filipino. Both my parents went to Kuwait for better jobs. My dad became successful. My mom is the stereotypical overseas worker. They divorced when I was just a child, so my grandmother is the one who took care of me, who is also in Kuwait. But unlike my parents, she wasn't there to get a job. She treated Kuwait as her home. For the rest of my life in Kuwait, I've always lived in apartments. But one time, my grandmother had to move to the apartment my dad lives at. We were just 2 floors apart. The apartments there were very big, not for one person. So our apartment consisted of my grandmother, her sister's husband, and her sister's son, my uncle. Our kitchen had a large window that revealed the apartment nearby. I always stayed with my grandmother. Then it started. One day, my grandmother, who was cooking dinner, would hear screams. They were faint, but it could be clearly heard. She didn't thought about it and thought there was just a fight. But it kept going, day after day. Screams. I started to hear them too, but one day it was just randomly stopped. One day I'd go to my dad's apartment with her wife, my stepmom. Like I said, their apartment was 2 floors above. My stepmom kept complaining about an awful smell around the apartment. My dad thought opening the window to their kitchen would help the smell go away, but it just became stronger every time he opened it. Then the same thing happened to our apartment. Multiple days later, my grandmother and I visited my dad's apartment. I was going to sleep there, but my grandmother insisted not to, since my dad has work to do. As we were all in a bedroom, which is kinda where the living room is, my dad would turn on the TV to watch the news. TFC, or the Filipino channel, is a channel on our TV that our family would always go to watch. One of the shows was a news broadcast. I forgot the name of the channel, and I've been finding it ever since. We all sit on the couch and watch the news. I personally didn't like the news, so I was just on my father's phone watching whatever. I wasn't focusing on the news, but my grandmother's reaction caught my attention. Apparently, the screams and noises was a Filipino woman who was essayed and died. The perpetrator was the boss of the woman. After the woman was killed, she was put in a freezer. And this is where the lost media part comes along. I've been finding the news broadcasts ever since I moved in the Philippines. This happened around 2017-2018. I remember the news broadcast being on the weekend, because on weekdays they'd show TV Patrol, a Filipino news broadcast. From what I remember, the news broadcast that played on weekends was exclusive to TFC. Take this with a grain of salt, but I remember the colors of the news broadcast being gold or something yellow. If you do have any info, don't do me. Just comment down below. And someone commented that, was this the murder of a Filipina maid by a Syrian couple that employed her? I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm mainly looking for the news broadcast. But yes, I'm pretty sure this is it. You can find a link to the news in the descriptions box.